Hello YouTube. Today I am participating in a scrapbooking class that's being held by She's Crafty here on YouTube. I'm going to put links in the description so that you can see her introduction video describing what's going on and the video for the sketch that I'm working on today. So she also has a Facebook group and you can get information from that when you go to the links. So please check her out. That'd be great. Now she does full 12 by 12 layouts. I do not. I like to do 6 by 6 layouts. So that is what I am doing today. So I am using My Mind's Eye, the Sweetest Thing, as my 6 by 6 pad. And most of the papers came out of here. So I've done some prep work. I've cut some stuff up already so that I can just kind of get things put together. I've done some die cuts and I've got some wood veneer over here that I'm planning on using. I also have a couple other goodies over here that I may bring in as we go along. So let's start. Alright, so I'm going to kind of put some of this stuff up here. So the first couple of pieces I need to figure out is these bottom squares. These are 4 by 4. This 6 by 6 here, that is my base paper, is from a 12 by 12 sheet by Crate Paper, and it is several years old, 2012. So that's what I'm using for my base. So I'm going to go ahead and I think this is how I want those two to be, but let's just double check here. Let's just do a spot check real quick. So, oh, actually I'm going to want this back here. So this is some doilies that I have that are cut out of tissue paper that I just kind of want in the background. I think I'm going to put that there. Yeah, just a little bit of a circle-y thing back there hanging out, just real light. And so I think I like that. So, but let's just, this is going to be a banner, so we're going to stick that there. This is kind of a little piece, and then this is our main mat for our photo. So I think, yeah, I think I like how all that's layered. So let's tack some stuff down. I'm just going to lightly tack this with some glue. And I do have a die for this, so I just use some regular tissue paper and I just ran it through. There we go. So I'm going to go ahead and tack this first square down here. Now, I am not a big person to do a lot of inking around the edges. I tend to like my things to be left alone, not grunged up quite that much. Alright, so I need to banner cut this. So we're going to cut up the middle here. And then come from one side, then I'm going to come from the other side, and I'm just going to cut that off like so. And that should go right about there. Yep. So I'm going to tack that down. So as I was saying, I don't tend to do a lot of inking. Sometimes I do, but I decided for this one I didn't want to do a whole lot of inking. Now, this piece, okay, so we're going to have this kind of like that. So I'm going to tack this down. And I added, okay, so this piece, and this piece, along with my mat, all of that came from that 6x6 paper pad, the Sweetest thing. I did pull a little bit of cardstock, pink cardstock out, because I just felt like with so many patterns you needed a little bit of just base color to give it a little relief. So I want to go ahead and get this down, or do I want to pop this up a little bit? You know what, I think I do. I think I want to pop that up. So I am going to grab some spare chipboard. Give me a second. So I tend to cut up old, I tend to use recycled chipboard from cereal boxes. So I'm just going to kind of wing it here a little bit. See what I need. Cut. And this is kind of a light chipboard, so usually you need a couple of pieces, you know, to get, you know, a little bit of height. Oh yeah, I like that. So that's going to give us a little bit of height, but I think I want a little bit of a piece there. So what do we do? Cut this, then cut this down, and I really just kind of eyeball this. I don't really measure this part out. I don't think it's really that important to have this exact. You're not going to see it, just as long as it fits, then we're good. So for chipboard, I use glue. I'm going to just put some glue on here, and I'm going to actually start by gluing shiny sides down. Actually, oopsie, I should have put that over, just wiggle that over just a little bit more, which I can still do with this glue because it gives you a little bit of wiggle time, which is nice. Alright, so now I'm going to add more glue. Alright, that on there, like that, and we're going to add some more glue. And put this on here, right there. Alright, great. Get rid of those extra pieces. And I kind of have an image here that I was thinking about using on here. I like to take a lot of nature photos, so I just thought this would be pretty. So that's kind of what's going to happen. So this is a 3x4 image. My mat is 3 1/4 by 4 1/4. My squares were 4x4, and my banner piece was like 5x3, and then this pink one is 1 1/2 by 5, I think. Actually, the bigger banner piece was a little bit longer. That was almost 6 inches. So that's kind of how I scaled down the 12x12, and I like it because I don't have a lot of extra white space, or, you know, just blank space. It's just, you know, all right there for you, and I just love the layers. So now I want to put that butterfly, I think I'm going to put up here, and then, but I wanted to add this kite in as well, and I wanted to do a little something with that kite. So what I'm going to do is a little bit of paper piecing. So I want to take, so I cut it 3 times. I want to cut off this part here, this top part. So let's see how we can do that. Just kind of cut in here and then cut down into here maybe. Take that off. And I'm going to glue that on to this base piece. Put it right here. Alright, so now I just want sort of the blue here. So I'm just going to kind of cut across there. And I'm just going to kind of cut this piece off. Put that, push that off there. And dot a little bit glue. Stick that down right like that. And isn't that cute? And that kind of just gives me a little more cohesion. And then I think I'm going to try to put that there. And I definitely, I've got some stars and I got some birds. I love these little blue birds. They are so cute. And I thought that would help bring a little bit more blue around. And I just love butterflies. Who doesn't love butterflies? It's so, they're so pretty. So I thought maybe I could just add in, let's see, we're just gonna kind of add things here so you kind of get an idea of what I think might look nice. You know what? I might need to add a little bit of color to the bluebird. So even though I don't ink that much, I do keep a pen or 2 around so that if I want to get a little some color on the edges, I can just do this with the marker. I find it's a little easier than trying to use the pads. Oh yeah, see now he really comes out better. You know what? Let's see. Let's do a little bit on our kite here as well. I'm going to kind of tuck in the rope part so I'm not, don't really matter if that one's super good or not. Might even, oh yeah, I like that. That's looking cute. And then I was thinking tuck in a little bit there. Star, kind of maybe bring a couple of stars. So I cut, like I said, I cut a bunch of die cuts because I wasn't sure how I really wanted to go with this, what kind of look I wanted. And I find that, you know, I like to have a few extras just in case to play around with. So I think, let's see. But if you bring in a color and you don't feel like it's jiving as well as you would like, one of the things you can do is just bring in a little bit more of that color. So I'm trying to bring this pink, this darker pink around a little bit so it's a little bit more cohesive in the overall look. And I do kind of like that, which kind of makes me feel like I do need one of those pink stars down here. And then maybe we could put the butterfly up like that. I really want to work in a few of these bluebirds because they are just too cute. Just thought they were so precious. So let's see. Kind of liking the way this is going a little bit. So I'm going to start kind of gluing some stuff down. Now, I will admit, when you are working with 6x6 layouts, because they are small, you tend to not have as much space for titling and journaling. But if you are a minimal journaler, you know, you can add a little something down here, add a few lines, or you can on your page next to it, that's where you could put your journaling. So you could have the one page for your image and then another page that you just talk about what you're done. And of course I didn't get that quite where I wanted it. There we go. If I have to, I'll add a little bit more glue to that later. Really am liking the way that's coming out, that little cluster, but feels like there needs to be a bird over there somewhere. I was kind of thinking maybe we could put, oh, isn't that cute? Put this little, yeah, really like that kind of popped up. Kind of, oh, I like that. Maybe even like that. Okay, so somehow I gotta pop that a little bit up. I should have some foam. So let me look for a little piece of foam. Just gonna take a moment. Okay, still might be. Well, let's see how I'm gonna do this. We need little piece. Little small piece on the tail. How's that? Oh, I think that's enough. Just that one little piece on the tail. Isn't that nice? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some glue right here. And then I'm going to take this off. And I'm going to stick a little bird like that. Just need to hold it down for a few seconds, and then the feet are still a little bit exposed, so if you want to put the picture underneath of it, you should be able to do that. We can test that in a moment. Oh, I like that. Isn't that cute? Okay, I'm going to work down here for a few minutes. And let's see. Kind of feel like this little bird needs to be on something. I kind of want the butterfly to be sort of behind, but I don't want the bird to be behind. Don't think. Sometimes you just gotta fiddle around, just kind of move things around until you get a little bit more to where you think things are looking really nice. I wanted to bring a little bit more. If we put another blue, is that too much blue? You know, it wouldn't be if we pop that bird up. So let me do this. I'm going to put some color on the edge of this star. Like that. And I'm going to take a little bit of foam. Oh, you know what? Should I put some color on the bird too? Oh, I already did. Never mind. I forgot. I already did that. So then the bird could pop up. Oh, yeah. Okay, yep. I like that. So let's glue on this star. Put that there. A little bit of blue right there. I just like that we're pulling some of the blue from here down to here. Then I'm gonna pop up this little bird right here. Oh, isn't that just adorable? And then we can get the butterfly wood veneer piece kind of under those pieces a little bit. I like that. I like that. Cute. That looks so cute. Okay, so I also have I have a couple of different types of enamel dots. Recollection enamel dots. So I want to use some of these too. I think I really want, I think I really do want to bring a little bit of white. So a lot of this is kind of an off-white, but I did use some white here. So if I bring in some white enamel dots, again, that's going to help ground that white. So I can put, I think we're going to put a small one. Let's see, do we want a small one right there? Now, what about here? Oh, I like that better. And let's see, maybe this medium one. Make it stick. Oops. More. Oh, and now it's disappeared. Isn't that fun? I wanted it under there, but not quite that much. Let's see if we can just move that over right there. And then I think one. Now, do you want this really large one? We could get that one kind of right there. What do we think? I think that looks nice. To kind of put it right like in here. Kind of just fill in that space a little bit. Then I feel like I want something sparkly, right? We always need something sparkly. So I've got some very small rhinestones over here. I'm going to stick one of those right there on that kite. Then I'm going to do one down here. And then one kind of more up here. Now, when it comes to bling, I tend to really like to add metallics. You know, your silvers, your golds. I just really like to do that on my layouts. I don't go for a lot of different colors a lot. Do we need one more? I feel like we need one more. I want to say, yeah, I want to put one more right there. That way, yeah, that looks good. I like that. That really nicely balances everything out. Alright. Okay, I really like the way that that has come together. And then again, that's going to be my image. So see, I could put it over the little bird feet, or I could put it under the little bird's feet. right like that. And I think we're going to call this layout done. So I hope you enjoyed watching me put together this layout. If you have any questions, please leave them down in the comments. And again, please go over to She's Crafty and see what she's doing. There's some other people who are definitely going to be doing videos every week with her. And you have a great crafty day.